Hello and welcome back to Too Many Books. My name is Sean and today we have a Weird House Press unboxing. Feels like it's been a while since I've done one of these ones. They are still putting out some original titles as well, but they've had a strong focus on the Weird House classics in the past year. Of which this is one. This is King of Elfland's Daughter by Lord Dunsany. The third of the Weird House classics, we had The King in Yellow, we had House on the Borderlands, now we have... Oh, never mind, this is The King in Yellow, which I didn't think it was supposed to be, because we already did this one. I think we got it done goofed. I think we did get it done goof, because the packing slip says King of Elfland's Daughter, unless it's a printing error. Let's take a look and find out, my friends. What do we got here? We've got the slipcase. Slipcase is just a plain black slipcase, nothing fancy there. It does, in fact, say The King in Yellow on the spine, but the boards are different. Oh, that's just a strange printing error. That's an oopsie. Did that happen with all of them? Huh. So yeah, King in Yellow was the very first one they did. So that's a bit of a mistake on their part. The stamping on the front of it is a little bit different. So this looks... I should pull out the King in Yellow and see how this compares. I feel like it's a slightly different design. But anyways, it does have different end papers. This... King of Elfland's Daughter, limited 26 signed and lettered copies. This is copy L, signed by Curtis M. Lawson, who did an introduction, and K.L. Turner, who provided the artwork. This is printed in multiple formats. You've got your lettered, which comes with the slipcase. You have a double lettered, which does not come with the slipcase. And I believe there's an unsigned hardcover edition, which should still be available. I think that might be the only edition still available. And a facsimile signature from Alfred Lord Dunsany right there. So this is a title that I have not read, but I've heard great things about. I know it's a great inspiration on like Neil Gaiman. Oh my God. Tolkien, for example, had a lot of big inspiration from Lord Dunsany. I know he is quite praised for his prose. So I'm excited to dive in, and this is nice, a very affordable edition to dive in with. Now I know after this one had been announced, after I had ordered this, Folio Society ended up doing their own edition, which is going to be much fancier than this. And then, not to rain on Folio Society's parade, and so it was. It became a magical sword. At that artwork. You can tell that Turner definitely has his background in horror illustrations, because even though this is not a horror story, that's definitely kind of a old crone kind of look to her there. But anyways, not to rain on Folio Society's parade, but there is a forthcoming edition from Conversation Tree Press. Now, I don't know whether that is going to be its own standalone edition or whether that's going to be included in a larger compilation of Lord Dunsany. I mean, I imagine based on the page count of this, we're at 250 pages, I imagine it's going to be a standalone. Although I know that some of Dunsany's works could be fit within a weird anthology, although I don't believe that is what they're doing here. I think they're just giving its own standalone edition. That one kind of got leaked by the artist. The artist had shared some photos and tagged Conversation Tree. So I don't know if that was meant to have been released into the world, but it was. But I do like that there is, in fact, color artwork in this. I mean, yeah, it is just kind of a fancy trade edition. It's not going to be as nice at this edition right here. Isn't going to be as nice as, say, your Subterranean Press titles or your Suntups or at your aforementioned Conversation Tree or Folio Society books. But the price is cheaper accordingly. Like the unsigned edition for this, I think is like $40. I think there's even a deal. There's a package deal right now for the first 3 titles of the Classics edition, which is The King in Yellow, The House in the Borderlands, and this. And I think that's like $90. It's like $30 a book, which isn't bad at all. I mean, I imagine the unsigned ones have the exact same interiors. You're still getting color printing in those. You still have this kind of faux leather binding to it. I mean, it's not even like bonded leather. I mean, it's definitely like a fake leather, but it's nice. It's yeah. I mean, it's kind of in line with like those cheaper leather-bound classics that one would get like Barnes and Noble. Well, obviously, you are getting less content in this. And those Barnes & Noble ones like to pack it in. It's like, oh, here's 8 novels by this author, or 4 novels by this author. But you're also sacrificing the paper in those instances where you're getting the very thin Bible paper. Oh, we've reached the end here. Look at that name, though. Edward John Moreton Drax Plunkett, 18th Baron Dunsany. Where does Albert come in there? Where did, Where Alfred, sorry, where's Alfred come in there? Because that's not one of those names. But anyways, I am not a Dunsany scholar, so I cannot tell you. About the artist, a little piece about K.L. Turner. Nothing about Curtis M. Lawson, but that's quite all right. I mean, he's just the introductory author. It'd be kind of weird to have his work there. So yeah, I mean, it's a very nice volume, especially for the price that it's offered at. It's not going to be the fanciest edition out there. I don't know if the unsigned ones have the fixed spine, so they don't say The King in Yellow. I would hope that they do. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that it has that stamping there. But, it's still an affordable edition. So I'll take it still. Oh, according to the packing slip, I ordered this back in December. So this one did have a little bit of a wait time leading out for it. Usually the wait times have been pretty solid. Like, not like solid long, but like the very quick turnaround with earlier titles from Weird House Press. I don't know if they're having issues with their printers or whatnot, but yeah, they're catching up. I know they haven't been putting forth as many new titles as they are working on their backlog. But they are still getting the titles out there. If you want to see more Weird House Press titles, most of them do have cover artwork. Not necessarily interior artwork, but they do have cover artwork and don't have this faux leather design. I do have a playlist of Weird House unboxings on this channel if you wanted to check them out. Like I said, this signed edition is sold out. The unsigned edition is still available. I believe unsigned editions for all of the titles are still available. There's the 2 previous ones, this one, and there have been 2 announced since then. Next one is a collection of Lovecraft short stories for Dreamland ones. I'm not familiar with those. And then, is it Room 13, number 13 by good old M.R. James. So excited to get those eventually. But yeah, Weird House Press. I mean, they're not as fancy as some of the other small presses out there, but you're getting a decent package for a cheap and affordable price. I mean, they are one of the few publishers out there on the small press scene that are offering those cheaper price hardcovers and paperbacks. While everyone else, including like Subterranean Press, are going kind of the fancier route. Weird House is kind of holding down the fort at this tier. But definitely check them out if you're a fan of weird and horror fiction. Thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel here. I do at least 1 book review a week with plenty of unboxing videos like this one in between here and there. And we'll see you around next time.